1, 2, 3.
We are here at Emerald Lake this morning. It is pretty quiet. There's no tour buses. Well, there's still lots of people here, I guess, but a lot less than there was last year when we were here, that's for sure.
Shoulder to shoulder through this bridge, same kind of time frame. And here we are. There's 40 people on the bridge, or 50, so that's really awesome.
Let's do it.
Super nice.
We weren't really sure what we would find, but we walked up to the Emerald Lake Lodge and realized we could have breakfast here. How was the water?
Good. Actually, it's not even that bad. Really, it's not that bad.
Barely takes your breath away.
Barely. Like, barely. We are on the way in. Been in the sun for an hour and a half. It's time to call it before we get the burn.
We were up at Emerald Lake by about 10 o'clock and there was no problem for us to get a parking spot in the van, and now it is about 2 o'clock and you can see the parking continues on for a very long time. So if you want a close spot, I guess, come early.
We are back in Lake Louise at the Lake Louise campground. It is maybe around 4 o'clock and we had just spent lots of time at Emerald Lake. I think we probably left around 2:30 and then just kind of drove around, hung out. We picked up some groceries in Lake Louise and now we are going to put together some late lunch, I don't know, supper I guess, and enjoy the campground.
We're in the heat of the day, so we're trying to get some shade here. Becky's just got her hammock and just got in, and I'm just gonna jump in and hopefully we can beat the heat for a bit. Just driving down the road to Moraine Lake. We're coming in hot. Becky's driving. Surprised we're holding on. Hey, Beck?
Yeah. Hold on tight.
Hold on. Just about 35 miles an hour. It's really fast for the van.
We got a little too warm lying in our hammocks. The sun was directly on us, so we decided to hop in the van, feel some cool air on us, and we just drove up to Moraine Lake. So there's, I don't know what time is it, like 6:30, and there's easy to find parking spots, so it's a good time to come. I guess I was kind of thinking that there wouldn't really be very many people here, but that's not exactly the case. It's still probably more people than we've been around for most of this trip, I guess, other than in Banff. Here's the view from the top of the rock pile. Setting sun is washing everything out a little bit, but you can still see those beautiful peaks. Pizza bush pies are made with Pillsbury pizza crust in the pie iron with pizza sauce, cheese, any veggies that you want. So good. It's about 6:45. We got to the Lake Louise parking lot at about 6:30 this morning, and we're able to get a spot in the lower parking lot, I think because people who were here for sunrise were already leaving. We are heading to a trailhead for the Plain of Six Glaciers hike, and just as we were leaving the van, it started to rain a bit. So we'll kind of be watching the weather, I guess, but with the rain, it chased everyone away. So there's Lake Louise with no crowds. This way to Lake Ignis, this way to Plain of Six Glaciers. 5.5k to the tea house. So it's only 3.6 to the tea house, 5.1 to the lookout. .8 done so far. We should be 600 or 700 meters from the tea house.
We have just got to the Plains of Six Glaciers tea house area.
This way. The lookout is 1.4 kilometers that way. As we're walking along here, you can actually hear pieces of the glacier breaking off. It sounds kind of like a big boom of thunder. It's pretty amazing.
We were up here a little too early before the tea house opened, but it should be open now, so we're going to head back that way. Down from our hike and leaving Lake Louise. Again, there is a lineup and a full parking lot at 11:30 in the morning, so you want to get there early, and plus there's the heat of the day already. It was hot coming down, so we're glad we got out when we did.
We are in Canmore now, and we drove up towards the Nordic Center to Quarry Lakes, which has a full parking lot, but we were really lucky when we drove in. There was a group walking to their truck and they just said, "We're leaving right away." So we waited 2 minutes for them and pulled in. We had a little picnic lunch in the van, and now we're just getting ready to head to the lake and see what the situation is there. It's really warm, so it seems like the only thing to do for the afternoon. I think so. Another day, another lake. It is Saturday of the long weekend, and it is crazy busy here. We thought Canmore might be a little more quiet than Banff, which I'm sure it is to some extent, but it is still so busy. So we are happy to have our boards and our life jackets and hang as crowd-free as possible in the coolest place we could find today. The main street in Canmore is also closed down to traffic, so a couple of restaurants have little patios out. A few stores have a little shelter set up with extra stuff they're selling. It's kind of neat.
We are back in Banff. We hung out at the lake for a couple of hours, and then we hung out downtown Canmore. We had a donut at the JK Bakery, which we love, and then we came back and got checked into our campground here. And then we were really hot and our campground didn't have any shade, so we kind of hung out on the grass by the river in downtown Banff, and now it has started to rain and we are inside at the Bear Street Tavern for supper, one of our, well, probably our favorite place for supper in Banff.
Morning. So the reason we came to Banff yesterday was because I had a site at Lake Louise booked, but it was actually in the hard-sided campground, and they would not let us stay in there because we have a pop top. And I just thought that we would be able to leave it down, but they said people have abused that in the past, so they absolutely would not let us camp there. So of course, being the long weekend, the only campsite we could find was here at the Tunnel Mountain Campground 2 in Banff, and it's really a RV campground. So you can see, this is literally our campsite. You pull in, you got a picnic table, and you've got power. And you've got your neighbors. So it's a different experience. We stayed in the van last night, which worked out because it was actually raining anyways.
Alright, so here we are in Canmore again. We left Banff, we are on our way home, but we weren't quite ready to leave the mountains. We wanted to stop and see a little bit more of Canmore. We drove up the Three Sisters Parkway, and we are feeling a little bit sad to leave. There's still things that we wish we could have time to do, like some hiking and biking, but this, I guess, is the end of our trip, so we are on our way home. If you found this video interesting or helpful, we would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.